Hello friends and welcome to another video. I got another question here. This time is about AI. Can you talk about Suno AI? Will stock music composers lose their job? Actually, I've done a video already about AI. Not about Suno AI yet. I will definitely go dive deeper into Suno AI. I have used it myself. And my thoughts about AI is simple. I think it's a great tool. I love AI. Okay, I use ChatGPT every single day for many things, and I love technology. I believe that AI is not only changing the world as we speak, not only in music but in different industries: photography, video making, coding. I mean, talk about building a website now using AI. Graphic design, okay, sales copy, anything that has to do with text, information, I mean, you name it. My thoughts are, and it has always been the same, I feel a little bit disappointed by the way AI has been introduced into the world. And what I mean by that is that people seem to be shocked about AI. I believe that AI should be better, okay? Nowadays, we've been using ChatGPT for how long now? I mean, I've been using ChatGPT since it came out. I found out about ChatGPT maybe like a week later when it came out. And I realized that this was a game changer. In the beginning, I was in shock, okay? But that certainly dies off very quickly. And then you kind of like come to terms and say like, well, of course, we should have come up with something like that, like ChatGPT. How come we don't have that like 10 years ago, right? How come we are not, I don't know, going to space on a holiday, right? Like, I mean, it is kind of like a thing right now, but it's kind of like a new thing, right? It should be, technology should be way more advanced. I mean, I grew up without the internet. I grew up without smartphones. I grew up without YouTube. And it's hard for us to believe that back in the day, these things did not exist. And then you feel this sense of like, how come they didn't come up with all of this way back, right? We certainly have the technology, the know-how, as a humanity, as a species, aren't we willing to create amazing stuff? Of course we are, man. So ChatGPT, when it came out, I was in shock. I remember telling my wife about it. She didn't really comprehend, but I jumped in immediately. And I said to myself, this is a game changer. Fast forward to today, and now we can recognize when somebody has used ChatGPT and, like on a social media post or anything that is written, you can tell. You don't need any more of this AI recognition softwares or websites to input the text to see if it was written by a bot or a human. We can tell now, okay? Because you can tell that ChatGPT has written it. You can tell the language that it's using. You can tell it what's the certain modalities, if you will. And the people don't know how to use ChatGPT. I mean, I engage in a conversation with ChatGPT. I am not a professional AI user, whatever that means, but I use it to my advantage in many ways. And the idea is not to tell ChatGPT to write you something about what you want Chat to write, but for you to do the writing and then input that writing, and then maybe it will spit something back at it, and then back at you, and then you will have to edit it and then still work your way around it, and you will never be satisfied 100%. When it comes down to the music, and I'm getting here to the point of us, what concerns us with music, when I hear the music, I'm very disappointed in terms of the production. People seem to be really fascinated about the fact that you can create a song by just inputting a text. And the songs that I have heard, even on Suno AI, they're just ridiculous. They all sound like Blink 182. They all sound like this happy, I don't know, they all sound the same. Not to mention that they sound very mono, right? They sound like this. There is no stereo feel. There's no left or right. The sound quality is very crap, in my opinion. I know there are people out there that they have this doom and gloom idea that it will replace absolutely everything. But I don't believe that this is going to be the case because there is a massive difference between people that are making music, they're playing instruments, and some AI, really. I mean, I will use AI as a creative tool, though. And this is the difference between people who believe in the doom and gloom and people who are actually adopting AI technology. All right. in my opinion, the music is not where it needs to be. Now, if you're not a musician, if you're not a composer, and you want to use AI to make your own music track, it's a great tool. For us musicians and composers that we know about music, when we hear a music about, I don't know, a fish that likes to eat pizza and make a song out of that, I mean, that sounds really stupid to me. And people seem to enjoy this, but then again, the internet is full of idiots anyways, you know? I mean, the songs that I have heard on Suno AI that people have created, like make a song about eating pizza while sleeping or something, I mean, it's just ridiculous. There is no artistic input, there's no creativity, not to mention how robotic everything sounds. It's a great technology, but to me, it falls short. And I know people are going to say like, oh yeah, this is version 1.2 or version 3. It's only going to get better. Well, it should get better, okay? And I know it will get better, but I am still going to be playing instrument. I am still going to be composing music. There's a massive difference between music that has been made by a human and an AI bot or an AI software machine. I'm going to be talking more about AI actually, because I mentioned in my previous videos where I was talking about AI that I'm going to do a series about all of these services and how I am going to be using AI myself as a composer, because I'm certainly going to be using. I love technology and I'm certainly going to share more about this. Anyways, thank you so much for all the love and support, and I'll see you in another video, my friend.